Hello there, my name's Tracy Elsom and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in Canada, and welcome to my Paper Craft with Me YouTube channel. Today I want to do a very quick video for you linked to my blog post where I show you how to make this card that I designed as part of my personal World Card Making Day challenge at the weekend, where I challenged myself to make 24 cards in 24 hours, all from scratch, all different. So what I'm going to show you today is this particular element, and I'm hoping you can see that. It's a faux wax seal created using embossing powder. I'm hoping that will show up for you. And it's a really simple process. I'm going to use this stamp set from Stampin' Up! Called Signs of Santa, and it's this image here. It says official seal of the North Pole with an SC in the middle. It's a photopolymer stamp set. Really pretty images, and you can also purchase coordinating dies that work alongside most of the images, and then there's a few extra dies as well. So what I've done is I've taken this particular die which coordinates with that image, and I have cut it out using my Big Shot. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of sellotape and I'm going to use this little piece of scrap card to create a handle. It's just so that I can hold on to that piece while I'm working. So really easy process. Start with some Versamark ink and just cover the whole piece with Versamark. Move that out of the way, bring another piece of scrap paper in and sprinkle it with embossing powder. Doesn't matter what colour you use. I've chosen to use gold today, but you could use any colour. So now I'm going to turn on my heat tool. Heat tools are great fun to use, but you really do need to make sure that they're properly hot before you bring them up to your embossing powder. You can do it straight away, that's fine, but you'll just spend a long time pointing it at the embossing powder and it won't seem to be doing very much. So I like to get mine warm and make sure it's nice and warm before I bring it over, and that just makes it easier. So I'm going to bring it up now, and if you've got your heat turned up, if you have your volume turned up, then you'll need to turn it down possibly a little bit while I do this embossing. There we are, nice and quickly, you can see it changing. You see the embossing powder melting. And that's the first section done. So that's all done. I can stop there. Okay, so that's the first one done. You can see I've got this little gold piece. Nothing spectacular. Now I'm going to come back. It's cool enough, I can then come back. I've got my Versamark pad again. I'm going to add more Versamark to that. I'm going to bring my embossing powder back in, and I'm going to sprinkle more embossing powder over the top of that. There we go. Okay, put the heat tool back on. And of course it's already been used, it's hot, so it won't take long for this to emboss. There, immediately it's going. You can see how much faster it goes once it's embossed, once the heat tool is hot. Okay. So that's two. Bring this back in again. And all I want to do, I don't want it to stick to this piece, if I can help it. It will do to a certain extent. So again, more Versamark ink. More embossing powder. And let's do it a third time. Okay, so now you can see it's really starting to look thick and glossy, and you can do this just with any type of, anytime you're embossing you can add extra and make it look really thick in a big metallic sheet. So now I'm going to do it one more time. So Versamark ink, this time I can just tap it onto that pile of embossing powder that I have sitting there. I will pick it up and put it all back in the pot, but I need two hands for that, so I'll do it in a minute. Right, okay, so this is the final time I'm going to emboss this. So what I want to do is I need to have a look and see how this image fits. So you've got a slightly longer piece on that corner there, so that matches up with that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to heat this up, melt it, and then as soon as I can, I will use the stamp. So here we go. Whoa. Okay, so that is 4 layers of embossing. Now I have my stamp, and I am going to, without trying not to get my head in the shot, I'm going to press that stamp into that warm embossing. And it wasn't quite dry, it was too cold, so I'm going to heat it up again. As I'm heating it, the little bits of stamp image that did emboss in there are melting away. It'll hide it all, and I can start again. Let's try that one more time. Press it in nice and firmly, lift it off, and it's not perfectly straight, but hopefully you can see that. You can see that it's embossed in there. I would normally look over it a little bit more carefully so that I can actually get it in the right place. But the process is is there. So you can actually emboss, you can read what's on that image. So you can do that with a photopolymer stamp, you can do it with a red rubber stamp, and there is absolutely nothing on that stamp at all. It's come away clean, and it certainly looks like it's embossed it cleanly without damaging the stamp. So now all I do with that is take it off the little handle and stick it to a project. So you can see you've got this little seal, and you can do that with any stamp and any colour of embossing, however you like to do it. So despite my inability to get it straight, I hope that has been interesting, and I will hope that you give it a try. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. If you need any more information, this particular project, the details and the sizes and dimensions will all be on my blog today, and you'll find that over at www.papercraftwithme.com, and you'll also find links to my Stampin' Up store where you can purchase all the products that you see me use here today. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.